Good morning, students. We are continuously studying chapter that is alternating current of class 12th. Students, today our topic is LR circuit. Okay, LR circuit means an AC circuit which contains resistance, or you can say resistor and inductor in series. You can see here one of the resistor and one of the inductor are connected in series with the help of AC source of EMF. Equation of this variable AC voltage is given by V is equal to V naught sin omega t. Okay, you can see here. You can take this equation like V is equal to V naught cos omega t also, but in general we are taking the equation like this. You can take some initial phase phi also, but generally we are taking a equation V is equal to V naught sin omega t with 0 phase. Okay, so let us discuss about this circuit. First, you can see here this R is the magnitude of the resistor which is using in this circuit, and this L is the magnitude of the inductor, or you can say inductance of the inductor which is used in this circuit. Okay, so first point is, since these two element, that means the resistor and inductor are connected in series, then the current I flowing through this resistor and inductor will be same because the combination is series. But we know that the potential difference across the two elements, that means this resistor and the inductor, will be different. Okay, because in series combination the potential difference across different elements may be equal in some time, but it may be different. So we are taking these potential differences are different here. Okay, now we have already derived the phase relation between current and voltage in pure resistive circuit, in pure inductive circuit, and in pure capacitive circuit. Okay, so I hope you have remembered that phase relation. So let me repeat. In pure resistive circuit, the phase difference between current and the potential difference across resistor is 0. We have already discussed this point. I am just repeating. In pure resistive circuit, the phase difference between the current I and the potential difference VR will be 0. And now in case of pure inductive circuit, the phase difference between the potential developed across the inductor and the current flowing through inductor is 90 degree, which is shown in this part. Okay, so you can see here this phase difference between VL and I is 90 degree. But we also know that the voltage VL is leading by a phase pi by 2 in case of pure inductive circuit. Okay, and if there is a capacitive circuit, then voltage VC is lagging behind the current by the same phase as shown here. Okay, so we are ready to understand the nature of LR circuit. It means we are going to find out the resultant impedance of this circuit. Okay, then the phase difference between the resultant voltage and current flowing through the circuit, and current I flowing in this circuit. This is our aim for this circuit. Okay, so you can see here LR circuit. LR circuit means a circuit which contains one resistor, one inductor in series which is connected with AC source of EMF. You can see here we are taking the equation of this variable voltage is V is equal to V naught sin omega t. Okay, so you can see here that R is equal to resistance and L is equal to inductance okay. So now we are going to write down the phase relation. So in R, I and VR will be in same phase okay, and in L, VL is leading to I by a phase of 90 degree okay. So you can see these are the phase relations. In R, I and VR will be in same phase. It means the phase difference between I and VR will be 0. And in inductor, VL is leading to I by a phase of 90 degree okay. So I hope you can understand these things, because these relations we have already derived. Why this is 0, why this is 90, these things have already discussed in different classes okay. So you should note down these things. Take 2 minutes and you can note it down. You can pause the video and you can note down. So let me erase. So to find out the net impedance of this circuit, we should draw the phasor diagram for this circuit. So let's see phasor diagram. Phasor diagram for this circuit. So let this one is the y axis and this is x axis okay. Now the voltage VR is drawn along x axis, then this one is the current. So you can see this current I and this voltage VR are in same phase okay. Now since VL is leading a phase by 90 degree to I, so you can draw VL here. Now you can see in on this phasor diagram, VR and I along x axis and they are in same phase, whereas VL is leading by a phase 90 degree to current I okay. So this was the phasor diagram for LR circuit. Now you can see in the same circuit there are two voltage, VL and VR. This VR is developed in resistor and this VL is developed in inductor okay. So the resultant voltage of this circuit is given by the resultant of these two vectors VL and VR okay. So resultant of these two vectors that are VL and VR. So to find out the resultant of these two vectors, we can use the parallelogram law of vectors. So let us complete a parallelogram. Suppose this one is O, P, Q and S. This one is VR. So if we draw an arrow OQ, this will be the resultant voltage V. Now this OQ gives the resultant voltage V of this circuit, and you can see this triangle, that is OSQ, is a right angle triangle. So you can easily find out the value of V by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So if you want to find out the value of this V, you can use Pythagoras law, or you can say Pythagoras theorem for right angle triangle. So I am going to use the theorem, that is hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So in right angle triangle OSQ, we can write V square is equal to this VL is equal to, means this OP is equal to QS, it means this VL can be written here and this one is VR. So you can write VR square plus VL square. Okay. Now since VR is equal to I into R and VL is equal to I into XL. Why it is given here? Because you know that since this resistor and this inductor are connected in series, current in both the elements will be same, that will be I. We are taking this current as I. Okay. Now the voltage drop across R will be VR is equal to I into R, where R is the resistance, and VL is equal to I into XL. VL is equal to I into XL, where I is current flowing through inductor and XL is the resistance offered by the inductor in path of AC, or you can say alternating current. Okay. So this one is VL. VL is equal to I into XL. You can also write this I into omega into L, since you know that the value of XL is equal to omega into L, where omega is angular frequency of the applied voltage. Okay. So you can write VL is equal to I into omega L also. So it depends upon the requirement. So try to note it down. So I will proceed. So I am going to erase this part. You can pause your video and note it down. Okay. So if I erase this part, so you can write V square is equal to VR square plus VL square is equal to I into R whole square plus I into XL whole square. Now you can take I square as common, so you can write R square plus XL whole square is equal to V square, or you can write V square upon I square is equal to R square plus XL square. Okay. Now you can see here V upon I, so you can write it down like this whole square, V upon I. Now you can see these have dimension of resistance, and this one is the effective resistance of this circuit, which combines the effect of resistance and inductance both. So this one is denoted by the letter Z and known as the effective impedance of the circuit. Okay. This one is denoted by Z and known as effective impedance of this circuit, that is RL circuit. So you can say that the effective resistance of LR AC circuit is Z is equal to, Z square is equal to R square plus XL square. Okay. Or you can find out the value of Z, that is under root R square plus XL square. So you can write the same equation in different form like this. I am going to erase this part. So you can write it like Z is equal to under root R square plus XL square, or you can say this one is equal to R square plus omega L whole square. So this one is the net, or you can say effective impedance of AC circuit which contains a resistor and an inductor in series connected with AC source of VMF V is equal to V naught sin omega t. Okay. So now you can find out the current I. I hope you understand. So current I is given by I is equal to this V upon this Z. Okay. So before finding the value of alternating current in this circuit, let us find out the phase angle between the effective voltage and the current. So if someone asks what is the phase difference between the voltage and current in LR circuit, it means the question is what is the phase difference between resultant voltage and current. Okay. So the phase angle is defined as the phi, and it is the angle between the resultant voltage and the current for a circuit which contains more than one element. Okay. So the phase angle for this case can be find out can be calculated by the tan phi in this triangle, that is OSQ. So in triangle OSQ, tan phi is equal to, you can write tan phi is equal to OQS upon OS, and the value of QS is equal to VL, and the value of OS is equal to VR. Okay. Now at the place of VL you can write IXL, and at the place of VR you can write I into R. So it will be equal to XL upon R. We also know that the XL can be written as omega into L upon R. So this one is equal to tan phi, or you can write phi is equal to tan inverse omega L upon R. So by using these relations you can find out the phase angle, then the net impedance of this circuit. Okay. Now we are ready to find out the equation of alternating current which is I flowing in this circuit. Okay. So you can write down these things in your copy because the topic is very important, and this is you can solve questions based on this topic by using the different relations, and you can draw the phasor diagram for this circuit. The things are very easy because you have the basic idea about the Pythagoras theorem in previous classes. So you can see here in this topic the most important point is this phasor diagram. Okay. If you will be able to draw this phasor diagram, आपको सिर्फ ये ट्रायंगल यूज करना है, ये जो राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल है OSQ, and you will get your required result. Okay. You can find out the net voltage, then you can find out the phase angle, and if you get these two things you will be able to find out the equation of current. So let's see what is the equation of current. So the net current flowing in this circuit, it means the current which is flowing through the resistor and inductor both is given by I is equal to V by Z. Now what is this V? This V is equal to, this V is variable and this is equal to V naught sine omega t. This is the applied voltage upon Z. Now the maximum value of current will be V naught upon Z when sine omega t is equal to 1. So you can write this V naught upon Z is equal to I naught. So you can write this I naught sine omega t type, where I naught is equal to this I naught is equal to V naught by Z. This is the maximum value of the current. Okay. So by using this relation, you can find out the equation of current of this circuit. You can also find out the maximum current flowing in this circuit, means the maximum possible value which can be flow in this circuit, and you can plot a graph between sine graph for current and voltage. Okay, so I hope you understand what is LR circuit actually. So try to note down and try to revise this topic by yourself. We will discuss this also in our regular class, means our online class. If there is any doubt in your mind, but you try to note down and try to practice. I am sure you will definitely able to derive formula for the net impedance, then for the phase angle, then for the equation of current for this circuit. Okay. Try to note it down. Okay, so now we are ready to study the next topic, that is RC circuit. Okay, so let us start our RC circuit. So students, now we are ready to study about the RC circuit. You can see in this on the screen. Okay, the circuit is shown here, which contains one resistor and one capacitor of capacitance C and resistor of resistance R, connected in series with the help of source of EMF, which is given by V is equal to V naught sine omega t. Students, I am continuously repeating the statement, that is, you can take this equation V is equal to V naught cos omega t also. Okay, but in general we are taking V is equal to V naught sine omega t. You can see in this diagram the current I is flowing through the resistor R and the capacitor C, because the both of the elements are connected in series. It means the current flowing through these two elements will be same. Okay, but you can see the vectors are parallel to each other. Here you can see the I and VR are denoted by two different arrows but are in same direction. This shows that the phase angle between the current and the voltage drop across the resistor is 0, or you can say there is no phase difference between current and voltage in resistor. Whereas if we are talking about the capacitor, you can see the phase difference between current I and the potential or voltage VC across the plate of capacitor is 90 degree, and the current I is leading by the same angle. It means that is 90 degree with the potential VC. Okay, so we can write here the resistance R is resistance and C is capacitance. Now in R, I and VR are in same phase, and in C, I is leading to VC by 90 degree. Okay, so you can see here these things are represented in this diagram also. Okay, now our aim is to find out the net impedance of this circuit, then the phase angle between the net voltage and the current flowing through this circuit, and then we will get the equation of the alternating current for this circuit. Okay, okay, so now the phasor diagram for this circuit is given here. You can see this one is the phasor diagram. You can write here the phasor diagram. Okay, in this phasor diagram you can see that in resistor I and VR are in same phase and it is drawn along x-axis. In capacitor C, the phase difference between current and voltage VC is 90 degree and current I is leading by 90 degree to voltage VC. So this diagram follow all the criterias of this circuit. Okay, now our aim is to find out the net impedance of this circuit. So you can see here in this circuit there are also two voltage, one is in this resistor and second one is along this capacitor. Okay, and these two are in different phase. So our aim is to find out net voltage of this circuit first, and then we will get the formula for net impedance of this circuit. Okay, so net voltage of this circuit is given by the vector OQ. You can see if these two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then you can find out the net value of these two vectors by parallelogram law of two vectors. So this one is net phi. So if we are talking about if we are taking the triangle OPQ, we can write in triangle OPQ V square is equal to VR square plus VC square. Okay, now since current in both the element, that is R and C, are same, you can write this one I into R whole square and this one I into XC whole square. Okay, now you can take I square as common, so this one I square, then R square plus XC square. Okay, so you can write here V square upon I square is equal to R square plus XC whole square. Since this part, that is V by I whole square, has dimension of the resistance, you can write like this R square plus XC square. Now this one has dimension of resistance and this one is denoted by Z and known as the effective impedance of this circuit. So you can write here Z is equal to under root R square plus XC square. This is the formula for effective impedance of this circuit. Okay, you can also substitute the value omega 1 by omega c at the place of XC. So try to note it down. I am going to erase this part and I will express this final result in form of omega. So let me erase. You can pause your video and note it down. So you can see here Z is equal to under root R square plus XC square. So you can also write it Z is equal to under root R square plus 1 upon omega c whole square. Okay, this is the value of impedance in form of omega. Okay, so you can use these relations to solve your questions. Okay, now we are ready to find out the phase angle between the resultant voltage and the current. Students, I am continuously repeating that if someone asks what is the phase difference between current and voltage in RC circuit, it means he want to know about the phase difference between net voltage and the current. He is not interested to find out the phase difference between I and VR. It means current and voltage across R or current voltage across C, but he want to find out the net phase. Net phase means for any circuit which contains more than one element, the phase difference for the circuit is the phase between net voltage and current. Okay, so let's see what is the phase difference. So you can see here the phase difference between V and I is phi. So phase difference in triangle OPQ, tan phi is equal to PQ upon OP, and you know that PQ is equal to OS is equal to VC. So you can write this VC upon VR, and this will be equal to IXC upon I into R, that is XC upon R. Okay, now you can replace this XC by 1 by omega C and into R. So tan phi can be written as the value of this tan phi can be 1 upon omega CR. So you can use this formula also to find out the net voltage of this circuit. Okay, so try to note it down in your copy. So let me repeat the things. We are continuously studying the RC circuit. RC circuit means an AC circuit which contains a resistor and a capacitor in series connected with a AC source of EMF V is equal to V naught sin omega t as shown in the figure. You can see here in the resistor current I and voltage VR are in same phase, whereas in capacitor current I is leading with the voltage by a phase of 90 degree. Okay, now phasor diagram for this circuit is given here. In this phasor diagram, the current I and the voltage across R are drawn along x axis, whereas the voltage Vc across C is drawn along negative y axis, so that this diagram follow all the criteria of this circuit. Okay, now by using the parallelogram law of vectors, we can find out the net voltage of this circuit, and you will get a right angle triangle OPQ. In this triangle, the hypotenuse represents the effective voltage of this circuit. Okay, and the phase difference for this circuit is defined as the phase angle between the net voltage and the current flowing in this circuit, that is shown by phi here. So we can find out this phi by using the formula, that is tan phi is equal to perpendicular means the PQ, and the base, that is OP. For this angle, this PQ is perpendicular and this OP is base. So perpendicular upon base. Now the value of PQ is equal to OS. It means we can replace this VC here, and the value of OP is equal to VR. So you can write VR here. Now since current flowing in these two elements are same, that is I, so you can write VC is equal to IXC, because XC is the resistance produced by capacitor in path of AC, and this R is resistance produced by the resistor in path of AC. So these I's cancel and your result is XC upon R. Now since we know that XC is equal to 1 over 1 omega C, so you can find the equation tan phi is equal to 1 upon omega C R also. Okay, so I hope you understand. By using this formula you can find out the phase angle of this circuit. Okay, so I hope you understand about the RC circuit and LC circuit. Now we are ready to write down the equation of current for this circuit. So let's see, I am going to erase these parts and I am going to write down the equation of current for this circuit. So the equation of current is given by I is equal to V by Z. Now since V is equal to this one, that is applied voltage V naught sin omega t, then you can write V naught sin omega t upon Z. Now this value is the maximum value, maximum possible value of the current, so you can replace V naught by Z by I naught. So you can write here I naught, then sin omega t, where I naught is equal to V by Z, and Z is given by the formula Z is equal to under root R square plus XC square. So you can find out the maximum value of the current, or you can say peak value of the current in this circuit. Then this one is the equation, and we have already discussed about the net voltage, then about the impedance, then about the phase angle, then about the equation of the current. So student, the most important point related to this circuit is this phasor diagram. If you know about this phasor diagram, you can find out the things easily. Okay, so I hope you understand about LC and RC circuit today. Try to revise the things and try to solve the questions given in your book related to these topics. Okay, if there is any doubt, we will discuss the things in our online classes. So try to connect in online classes with your doubts. We will try to make that doubts clear, and we will try to solve some questions based on these topics in our online classes. So thank you for watching this session. Okay, tomorrow we will start the next topic, that is LC circuit. Okay, so thank you.